It's absolutely incredible how technology changes. Just look at how we listen to music. We went from records to cassettes to CDs to just having a digital copy of our music. And then back to records for some reason. We tend to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, like Gene Wilder singing Pure Imagination. Too soon. Of course, most people do store their music on their phone now rather than in a milk crate, but I do see some of the appeal of having a physical copy of your music instead of storing it on a $600 device that requires an $800 case to prevent it from breaking just in case the wind blows the wrong way. I think that by the time that Apple actually makes a phone durable enough that you don't need a case, you're still going to need a case to prevent the razor-thin phone from cutting through your hand. Do we really need a phone so thin that if you drop it just the right way, it'll fall through the floorboards of your hardwood floor? Hey Apple, how about instead of taking away my headphone jack, I just hit you in the head with a rock? It's cheap, efficient, I don't have to charge it every few hours, and it doesn't require Bluetooth to connect to your head. Then Kindle had to come along and ruin books for us. Now we have a digital copy instead of a physical copy of books because we don't spend enough time looking at a screen every day. That's gotta be the worst for people with concussions. Alright, since you took that blow to the head, you shouldn't look at a screen or read anything. Here's a Kindle, I want to see if we can invent the super migraine. The only thing that can mess with your head worse than that is trying to find meaning in a Lil Wayne song. The one thing that I will say for ebooks though is that it must make book burnings really efficient. Could you imagine how much the Nazis would have saved on gas if they were able to burn 6,000 books on one device? That's the most efficient oppression of freedom of speech since Kim Jong-un made sarcasm illegal. I'm sure he had to do that though, because it's really hard to take someone seriously who claims not to poop. They'll try to sell you advances in anything though. How is it that we're still making advances in water? We have this thing called alkaline water now, which is like regular water, but more expensive than gasoline. By a lot. And maybe I just don't get it. I'm sure one day we'll have something that makes Fiji look like Deer Park, and it'll taste like water still. Obviously the whole alkaline water thing is a marketing ploy, but what are they marketing? 0 calories? Gluten-free? It's water. Actually, the real marketing ploy is that they change the pH of the water for a myriad of health benefits that they can legally claim because they're registered as a dietary supplement so they don't have to be approved by the FDA. Isn't that lovely? Of all the changes in technology over the last decade, though, the biggest has to be the change with internet. We've gone from 13% of the population just 10 years ago having access to dial-up internet to most of the world having access to wireless internet. And with all these changes, things like dial-up and vinyl records have become obsolete, but you can still listen to today's artists play dial-up tones on vinyl records. Guys, thank you so much for watching the end of this video. If you liked it, then hit that share button because your friends probably will too. If you haven't done so already, then hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next week with another video.